Ideally, say 5 years from now, we have developed proprietary ways of managing ecosystems in buildings. Probably have to delegate a lot more to top-notch project managers with a larger, more dedicated team. Really focus our strengths where we feel that they are most useful. As of late now, we are developing software. Chances are that that will be developed out of New York. Although my team on the back end here at the Produktif House, they are in Montreal right now. In terms of financing and getting seed investment and funding, that very important step will probably happen in New York. The business environment, the capital markets are pushing me to take a serious second look at New York as maybe our base for growing this business. And the people I am surrounding myself are now, like I hired a new chief financial officer. I've retained new lawyers in intellectual property protection, really good lawyer help, how to structure my firm as we grow this year, getting on new accounts in terms of funding them and investor notes, how we structure deals. And ultimately, I've reached a stage where my partner and I cannot run this as a ma and pa shop anymore. We have to really structure it as a more mature startup that is now looking to really replicate and build village scale projects, both in Montreal and New York, and even turn towards Europe and emerging markets. The market is still young. The cost of building these kind of integrated systems is still high, and but the ability to significantly reduce the operational cost is a very interesting cash flow. The consumer out there is not really willing to pay a lot more for these services, and right now the tolerance for investors are usually 5 years or less. So that's of course is a key challenge. Some investors may have a longer time horizon, but it's rare. Maybe they should be more like plastic. The goal is, of course, for this to function and breathe and live fully as an autonomous operation. And by autonomous, I mean autonomous from me. So there is something to be said ultimately to transferring everything over, giving up control, transferring responsibilities, taking the lessons we have learned. There's also the attachment that you have to a child, a brainchild of sorts. So stepping away has been progressive, but I think as long as I live here, I will be identified as the person who conceived this thing, and as long as there is a leaky faucet, I will be held responsible for that leaky faucet. We are, of course, trying to step away from that role and see that it truly become autonomous, which is part of the initial impetus for going down this road in the first place. Is the idea of autonomy and self-sufficiency.